for us to have those Twitter followers. It comes a big for our cause.
Okay.
Doesn't it? Oh, you don't care because you got what, like 16,000?
27.
Holy smokes! I want to get there. All right, guys, boost me to Lothar levels, and I shall be forever grateful.
Well, now we are seeing teams jumping out of the plane. Man, this plane is a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, it's a bit east side favorited.
Entire west of the planet, of the island, will be left alone.
West side racist plane.
Yeah, let's see what's happening. C9 again taking Stalber Kameshki. Interesting strategy from them, but Define Legit and I think Moody and Define Legit alone going for Kameshki as well. Interesting. G-Core going for Milta Power, nothing new. NIP going for Rosshog, nothing new. Theater of Mayhem going for Yasnaya, nothing new. Man, those teams are consistent when it comes to the early game. Havu Gaming going for Milta Power again.
And again and again and again.
I found this really interesting that they have those same strategies every single time.
Yeah,
FlyQuest, though,
it's their spot, man. They don't really like to change it because nobody challenges them. And again, a challenge to Yasnaya Poliana. We're going to draw their attention quickly into that one. Let's see what's going down. It's looked like Theater of Mayhem, again, challenged by Apex Esports. Who's coming out worse for wear, though? It's still a full... No, it's not a full squad. I think one of the teams lost one member, though.
Interesting.
Could this be possible? Could have Theater of Mayhem already lost someone? And they're actually...
Well, we see Red, we see Kyborg, we see 4 members for
oh, yeah, there are 4
Apex,
members. Yeah, you're right. Katastic is very close here. Oh, look at this. Actually,
well.
I missed this one completely. Katastic is the same building as Times.
Yeah, they have a small battle of nerves here right now because they know each other. They're in the same building, but they don't know exactly where.
Yeah, Kat would love to move out right now.
Times doesn't move, so that's the thing that he has going for him. Katastic had to kind of switch positions.
We move through Time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Time doesn't move through us. Ooh, nice circle though. East side circle. Everything graces towards the west end, man. This game, everything is going to be happening. All the action will be coming on the east side of the map, which is a good ending spot. It gives us very, very nice closers. We had one towards Miltebauer. This one's probably going to be ending a bit more to the north side of that. I like east-sided circles, man. They're actually my favorite.
Why?
Because it makes for good battles. There's a lot of open fields, and even the ones that are not open have very, very good angles. There's a lot of chances for flanks in the way the hills are made on the east side, but also because it doesn't end that way that often on the east side. So I kind of like it, man, when it does. It's like not a novelty, but you know, it's a fresh circle for me.
Okay. Well, I can understand the premise. It will be interesting though because the game should be slower. Because of the circle, like, you know, it's being in place with the plane, so not many teams will be actually moving around. They can just stand their ground, and that's about it.
There's going to be a bit less kills than there would have been normally there. Fantastic. Talking about kills, trying to nade Phil. Not going to be happening, mate. So but Fantastic's mates are coming in here. Pony and Chris already close to that compound. And Avenger knocked out by Red with that M16. Theater of Mayhem are actually far away to save Venker. He's going to be falling down early. That's not a good moment for him. And this time, Times finds Chris as well, but avoids him barely so. Chris still holding on to his plays there. Theater of Mayhem are looking a bit worse for Wearman. I'm going to be honest with you.
Interesting, because I thought they would just, you know, fall back from this position, not take the fights, since they're both in the circle, and just, you know, go separate ways, loot some, and get better positioning, but now they're taking the fight. So I think that was triggered by the fact that Avanker got knocked out by Red.
What is he doing? This is a statement, man.
Wow, that's...
I thought it was going to be a nade kill, but no, it wasn't. Okay.
Well, maybe he didn't have a nade, and he was like looking at this smoke grenade, and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to kill you with a smoke. Nade. Was it? Okay.
Yep. Well. Still, 3 members left out of Theater of Mayhem. They're trying to make their way at least out of this one, but can they do that? Times gets linked down himself. Chris holding on to the outside there, but he's going to have to be careful there. Katastic is close to him indeed, but Katastic might just be spotted soon by Phil, and yes, he does indeed. No, it's actually Kyborg that comes in with a fact through the window. Theater of Mayhem looking worse for wear. Pony Rider cannot help his teammates out. He's a bit far back. Chris still on the close side there. Katastic will be killed with a punch this time as well. What is this happening?
This team likes to kill people with punches when they're downed.
Yes.
Maybe that's like the trademark for Apex Esports.
Oh, that could be a thing. Yeah, maybe that is their trademark. Directing our attention somewhere else for just quickly. So we do see Enzo Lenzo on top of Red Compound on the south side of Milton, close by the ticket booth. And he's taking shots at Caden. And some of them connect. And they connect beautifully, so it seems like here. Caden has been knocked, dinked down. And he is, of course, from Envious. Envious, well, again, another team that I would like to have seen more today, but I haven't. Pony Rider, in the meantime, back in Yasnaya, did knock out Cyborg. So perhaps, Kyborg, we can have a look again and see what's going down with the other Mayhem versus their enemies of death, Apex Esports.
Well, Kyborg gonna get res by times here, so not a big problem. He lost some health, so the question is, do they have 8 kits right now? Because they didn't have much time to loot.
No, but they did kill a Venker earlier on. I think a Venker might have had some goodies for him there. Phil, in the meantime, moving closer to his enemies. Red has a crossfire set up as well from the open side of South Yas. Yeah, that's gonna be a long drop battle. We can direct our attention in the meantime, though, somewhere else on the map. It doesn't play Nightmares is giving Snipey Nightmares. Now opening the door with that UAZ, might be able to connect some shots, but it does look like his enemy will be going at the jumping house, which is a great place to snipe towards the actual mansion area. So there's that.
But at first, losing a member early in the game pretty hurts. But still, it's not as hurting as Theater of Mayhem, which lost 2 members already, and they are being swamped right now. So it's not the best position to be in.
Oh, some goodies.
2 crates near each other.
Not bad.
150 meters, well, maybe like 200 meters from each other, 2 crates. If someone did take a look at that spawn, this is gonna be nasty to get that look.
And
Whoa, 2 M249s.
I want to see that on the squad
man,
right now.
Like 2 of those in one squad, that would be fantastic to watch. I actually never seen that.
And it does look like Fuzzface from G-Core will be going for the first one. Do they know that there's a second one so close to them? Oh, Haxeti's going to be the one that takes the M249. Or perhaps he will leave it to Fuzz. I'm not too sure. No, he's going to be the one picking it up.
He's dropping the AKM, I guess?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily drop it.
Well, M249 is a good close combat weapon, right?
Why don't you drop an M16? If we get close to the ground there, perhaps we see what exactly it was that he dropped. Yeah, it's an M16. And he's going to be picking the reminder of those bullets. While his teammate goes for the second. Yes. Can he find it? Oh, Fuzzface.
He knows that there's someone here, right?
I feel like one of those people in the cinema where they're like, watch out, he's going to kill you. Like, I feel like shouting, go south, Fuzzface, go south.
He knew it landed somewhere, but he cannot find it. Look at that.
Oh, he's so close. Oh, he's going to give up the fight. Come on, Fuzzface.
So close.
You were so close to getting the hack set. He's like, no, buddy, what are you doing here? Let's see.
They bumped against each other. Wide open space and just run into each other.
It was like a chest bump. But yeah, that's going to be the end of that storyline. And we do see teams making their way inside the blue. Most of them are already in there, and they're fighting their way through it.
Ghost Gaming getting shot at right now by Frolisa from Cloud9. This might gonna end badly if they're gonna hit the shots, but Frolisa seems to be abandoning the snipes right now and just bandaging instead.
You kind of need to do that one. Not a lot of HP that would allow him to keep on that fight.
Jack Shooter from Envy is gonna get shot at as well. Man, they are not having easy time. They're getting split as well because Caden from his team is all up south next to Havu Gaming, basically. So they are really in a pickle right now.
Yeah. They can avoid them, of course, from farm to Milton. There is a bit of a walk, but they will be walking into each other's direction if they leave at the same time for the next white that is about to be revealed. In the meantime, though, a lot of vehicles making their way inside of it. It looks like FlyQuest are going to be coming in close to their enemies. Gale Force Esports. I'm not too sure how this one's going to be panning out there. C9 as well have a very powerful compound to work with here. And they're also in a good position to stay in. This is a very, very good spot. Offers, again, 360 visibility. Not a lot of chance to get down to yourself. But ooh, wow.
Baha Waka killed 2 members from NIP with vehicle explosion. So that Dacia got wrecked. And 2 members, Eggs and Crunch, they got crunched inside of it and toast.
They got toasted eggs or crunched eggs.
4 eggs, actually.
I mean, I don't get it.
Well, they have eggs in the team, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Stupid joke. But they lost two
it's
members.
a Polish joke because
You know, I'm not a dad yet, but I definitely was gonna make a good dad with those jokes.
Yes. FlyQuest in the meantime are actually rather just blue, taking some shots from Jokic. But Jokic might just have to watch his angle though. Look at this one. He doesn't have a lot of gas left in his Dacia. Blue, he needs to make it out of that one. But wherever he goes, he's going to find enemies. Except for this little house that they're avoiding. No,
He might go for it. Like the gas that he has might actually just pressure him.
Yeah, no choice to do anything else but go to that one. Again, a lot of cars approaching the middle of the white, and we will see the reveal of the next one coming up. But until then, Comet getting things down himself, and he doesn't really care much for fences. Comet instead would rather much get to safety as fast as possible.
With his nickname, he should just fly over there, right?
Yeah, and then die down when he lands.
Well, Flak was taking that compound. That's actually decent positioning.
Oh.
And let's see what's happening with Caden from Envious. He is trying to get into the best favorite compound, but there's a lot of people already here getting knocked out.
Gale Force Esports are in such a bad position right now. Player after player being knocked out. Oh, they can get res, but barely
from
so.
Envious got killed.
There you go, that's not handy at all. And now Caden comes in with the attempt, but Undercover Pie's got the best of him. And he's going to be taking him down there. Gale Force Esports respond good enough. But is it going to be still decent to finish the job here? Yes, he's going to be peeked in. Undercover Pie goes for the repeat there. And oh, no, Envious are still alive, still at it. But they're not going to be alive for too long. Wolf wants the frag and he wants it bad. He knows exactly where Jesse is. Jesse hiding behind that UAZ. Goes for the kill. What a cheeky man. He knows he's going to get down. So he might as well come on top with one frag, and that UAZ exploding is not going to make things easier for him, and he actually finds another knockout. He's doing fantastic at this moment in time, but Wolf
found him in that gap in the wall. That was a close one to actually get a clutch from Jesse. If he would actually nail Wolf right now with a lucky headshot, like a flick, this could have been a switch from the entire position, but good effort, nice try.
And a good circle.
But
most of the teams are right.
Yeah, but we discussed this compound so many times, right? It's such a great position to be in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very powerful spot.
So let's take a look what happened to the teams. Envious left with one member. No one is eliminated yet, but it's not looking good for Envious. It's not looking good for Ninjas in Pajamas and Theater of Mayhem.
Yeah, same for Apex Esports after that battle that they had.
And Gale Force actually as well.
Yeah, same for Apex Esports after they had that battle into Yasnaya. Looking a bit worse for Wear, but they're still in it. Theater of Mayhem, two of their own as well after that fight.
And they got a butt clench this situation right now because Sweater is driving with Borg with a two-man bike.
Straight to the jumping house. Are they going to jump the house?
Better hug him like a Zion Mama because this might be really rough to
They're going to Mansion and there's enemies here super close to them. Sweater, oh, what? He still goes for it. He doesn't go by the corner of the compound, or that might actually end up saving him. Smart.
Well, he got shot at, so he needed to change the position right now. That was a good decision.
If that would have been a Dacia, you would have had to stop. Because as soon as you would have peeked out, you would have get down. But because the motorbike is so fast to get back to speed.
He's getting shot again,
Oh man, NIP, they have no freaking chance to get into the game here. But now they're going to find themselves on safer grounds and heal up. NIP still in this game.
Really low on equipment as well. You have seen Borg with level 1 helmet.
Yeah.
That's really rough to play in competitive like gaming. That's something that you learn the first time you actually play a competitive high-level match. Since you actually have low loot, you don't have so many free space to like roam around in public games, right? You need to play with what you get.
True, that is correct. G-Core now taking shots at their enemies, but they already have a side flank here. Hakseri going in by himself, I do believe so. It kind of looks to be that way. No, he is with his teammates. Yeah, there we are. His team is very, very close to them. They do have a bit of an angle to work with here. Sweater taking shots, and Borg now in the open.
Why is Borg in the open?
For NIP. Yeah, they want to take a different compound, set up a crossfire there.
Oh, there's a yellow building here on the left. Yeah, correct. Oh, wait, is it?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No. Yes, there.
Stop trying.
Oh, but he's coming out of that M249 does not connect long range. Yes, there is it's like a closed area of yellows on that spot. I don't necessarily like to go there often, but now
I mean, they were pressured to go.
They don't really have a choice. Yeah, they kind of have to. Still, 58 alive, and we're going to be starting mid-game quite soon. The teams have settled themselves into compounds. We don't see anybody actually taking
Where's
the inner side of Mansion. But then
You
again,
see
Mansion is being
PogChamp
gatekept.
parking into this building, which has a garage but never has vehicles in it.
Yep.
From the beginning of the game, so it's kind of disappointing. But you can park your own vehicles there, so that's pretty cool. I was wondering what's happening to Cloud9 because you can see solid FPS
Yeah.
up north, but where are his team members? Where do we see them?
Let's have a look. They're split up, man. They do the 2+2 too often, and it doesn't really work for him. Perhaps it's a bit of a time for change.
PogChamp is getting shot at by...
Yeah.
Who's that? Maxi.
Maxizer.
That is Team Grachi or Graki or
Grachigasm. Grachigasm?
Grakigasm. Let's say with that. No, it's actually just Grachi. Ooh.
Oh,
That Car 98. This is the most satisfying weapon in the game, I would say.
when you
right?
connect, yes, it is. I
When you
do
get
agree.
that headshot, it's so much more satisfying than M24 or AVM. It's just, I don't know, that retro feeling, right? Of shooting the weapon in so many different games.
The World War II. Yeah, that is a good point. There are a lot of games that cover that weapon. And it is a very powerful one, especially in the hands of pros. There are many hunters who also take the role of snipers. Actually, the role of a hunter is set back to be of a mid-long range fighter. So, by default, they are good on snipers as well.
So the entire Cloud9, apart from Solid FPS, are in one building, and Solid is now getting a vehicle and probably joining them. We'll see how it goes because the circle is now closing, so he can make a decision based upon the next circle. He might even tank some damage in the blue just to be safe, not to die, especially since it's on high ground and he's just checking for loot, I think.
Is he?
I think so. Look at this. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
checking
yeah.
for loot.
That warehouse is actually good for loot. And the addition of these new buildings, are you going to find a bit more perhaps?
Well, he's still having a level 1 helmet, so he's looking for a replacement of that. He's dropping some gas, taking some other loot instead, so I'm guessing he's low on space. Grey face, no space.
Take your time to
This
put
is-
on the brace.
This is like the change of
Maybe.
pace right now.
Change your face. There you go.
Yeah.
Come on.
This
stop.
is a
Stop
little
it.
bit of change of pace in the
Yeah.
game since everyone has like the positioning, right? They are waiting out the circle, gonna see what's happening, probably boosting right now and just waiting to see what happens to their positioning within the next circle, basically. Because
Yeah.
then they will have to decide what do we do. Do we change the circle? Do we change the compound? Do we just go into the middle of the next circle, or we just we're
We're gonna
staying our
find out.
ground?
We're
right?
going to find out in just a few seconds. As the blue is drawn closer to a limit, we might just see most of these teams wiped. If this is a south-sided circle, it would be so bad. The north side of the next white would be... Oh, God, there we go. Oh, look at the number of compounds left into the next white, and look at the number of squads in there. And we already see squads making their way towards the next one, and I can't blame them for it. You want to be first in there, and you want to keep your enemies out once you get in. Austin, again, riding a vehicle. Perhaps this time he's going to have a bit more chances there. Ghost Gaming as well, trying to make their way alongside of him.
Hypok is first in that compound, and that means White Tent Fate might have a really good position to get some kills on everyone that is going to approach that those buildings.
Look at this, NIP are actually wide in the open. They could get run over at any point in time right now, but they're not. They're very daring in their pursuit to take shots against the players moving in there, not finding too much. And again, NIP are going to be forced to play the blue because they're on foot. So unless they get a kill on someone moving in with the vehicles right now, it's going to be...
This is Mad Max, man.
Whoa, what? So many cars coming into this specific area here, and it looks to be Cloud9 having a hard time going by. Moody gets knocked out. That is not an easy time for C9. As Chappie comes in, solid FPS as well. Tries to help out their teammates there.
Gambino
Frolicker.
taking out Cloud9.
Frolicker with the north side flank, but he's so low on HP, so Pride XD takes him out of the game. Can't you see? You can't push like that, man. I mean, that's just too hard. Chappie, though, responds well.
Chappie
It's-
getting
it's a
some
1v1.
kills, right? Getting some kills to get those points, but now Pride, will he get the push or not? He can finish the entire team right now by himself, but he needs to make that aggressive decision.
And he doesn't, so it's going to be a 2v1 pretty soon. C9 having the upper hand in this battle here. Look at the HP on Pride, just barely hanging by a thread. 3v1 right now. Another one res from the C9 side, and that nade might just connect well enough. Won't.
That was a smoke.
Pride is so happy. I can promise you that his life has just been extended a bit longer there.
He's using the first aid kit right now. But he's getting shot by Moody through the doors. I'm really surprised by the lack of, let's say, decisiveness from Pride.
Yeah.
He definitely saw
He froze.
that 3 teammates from Cloud9 were knocked out, right?
Yeah.
And there was no chance that they're up right now. So if he made the decision to just go out and take the chance, kill the 4th guy, right? Then that's your play to win.
Yeah.
If you just wait out, what you're doing is you're playing to lose, basically.
True.
Because you're giving the time to your opponents to res them
up,
up,
to heal
and
up.
then you lose because you're being outnumbered.
Absolutely. Yeah, but under that kind of a pressure, you can't really. Well, you could blame, but you couldn't really. I couldn't see myself do any better. You get a bit stunned, like a deer in the headlights. So that's what kind of happens. Havu having a very good spot now, we must say. Shelter area. They're not going down, of course. There's always the very risky possibility that someone would block you off with a vehicle and keep you in there forever when the circle moves away from you. So you're going to be slowly dying. Don't play Shelter. Professional matchmaking, you'll get wrecked. But yeah, NIP still in here. 2 members left alive. How have they made their way so far? No, they actually haven't. They're still playing the next twice. Now they're replying with some pot shots, but those shots don't connect.
Well, they are
They're gonna
really
have to
in a
heal.
pickle. This is like an open space,
Oh, it's so bad.
and they need to make a run towards south if they want to live. But first, they need to win those duels.
Yeah, and they're going for him. Borg will take his car 98 to town, but well,
He's
it's
a
not gonna
really
be seen too
fantastic
much.
sniper, but he doesn't have a good position here.
No, they don't. They have a very difficult spot, and they're going to be wide open from all angles. And here comes another car moving in, but Carlos, of course, from Team Ritus Bestia. Oh, Profi got himself a nice frag. In the meantime, their Borg still taking shots at his enemies, but they kind of lost track of him, and they moved slightly to the left side there. That's going to be a hard battle. I don't know, man. There's a lot of teams right now in the open. I feel like this is not going to end. Like late game, we're not going to be seeing that many teams. And look at this. Havu are very, very
Holy
close to
crap.
enemies as well.
You can see now the decision by White Temp Fate to take the middle of the circle paid out really well, because now they don't have to move in the next circle, maybe even the next one after
Yeah.
that. So fantastic position for them. Now NIP is in a really bad position as well, because they need to move directly west and meet their demise in form of other teams.
Yep, that is correct. We do see teams moving in quite fast towards the next fight. And Austin is going to have himself ready here to take them down. X-Chris falling. Pony Rider has a different chance, though. Not for long. Austin puts him to sleep. And that's going to be in
End of Theater Mayhem.
the end of Theater of Mayhem. That was the last player. They're now going to be in that position that good into this match here. But they still have a chance in the top 4 for the next one. Still, this is an opener for someone else to get into the top 4. But oh, look at that car explosion. Austin and Railgun going ham. And that's going to be an absolute banger. Another squad wiped out Railgun, Hypok. All of a sudden, White Temp Fate. Oh, no, it actually wasn't
Wait,
White Temp Fate.
what happened to Austin? He was inside of the shack and he died?
No? Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
How?
I'm wondering. I think the vehicle
Vehicle
explosion got him. Through the door. Look at this.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I think it happened like when they crashed the vehicle, it exploded upon hitting the shack,
Dude,
and then the explosion got him inside of it.
Dude, the third game that Austin dies from a vehicle.
I'm actually not sure if that exactly happened, but I think that's like the estimated guess that we can take.
That guy should just like
He's cursed.
Like, here's the thing: he tries to stay away from a game.
Whoops.
Hey, hello. I get that.
Thank you, Windows features.
Yeah, I get this sometimes. You have to download and install it, and then we're gonna be back into the game. Don't worry about it. Let's have a look at the cameras with the sexy casters covered in darkest night now because we like it to be nice and cozy. That happens to Austin so bad. So first game he got downed by a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, he was driving like in the beginning of the game, knocked
he crashed
out
the bike.
crashed the bike.
Second time on a buggy, went straight into an enemy squad, got wiped out.
Yeah.
This time the poor guy stayed away from cars, and what happens? A car comes to him. It's just like kind of like a
And
Final
he
Destination
actually
type of deal.
He actually had a really decent game right now because he
Oh, hi.
breached that
Oh, hi,
shack
Mark.
and killed 2 or 3 people, right?
Yeah.
So he won a fight on his own, and then he died due to
and
the vehicle explosion.
yeah, then Theater of Mayhem came into him, and he had to hold his own, so he killed Pony Rider as well. And then poor guy gets knocked out by a UAZ, burning UAZ.
Yeah. I really wonder what happens with NIP right now because they're in a pickle, right? And they needed high placement to
I hope
get
we get
higher
back.
up.
Yeah, I hope we get back into the game in good time. Hopefully, it is mid game. It is a bit of an open area, but we should be able to get back into it in good time.
I actually hope that
We will you will have to look at our ugly mugs for just a few more seconds
I'm
while
actually
our
not experienced that much with custom servers.
production.
If we are hosting that one, are we able to get into it?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 100%.
Whew.
No
Close
problem there, guys. It's just a matter of time until everything goes into it. We are loading into the game right now. Those updates have been installed. The net framework, man, it's annoying. It happened to me once on a live cast. It was not pleasant, but it is what it is, guys. What can you do? It's a game that we're all learning, actually, and we do hear some shots.
I hear a car 98.
There we go. Welcome back into it. We haven't lost too much. Actually, we haven't lost almost nothing. 33 players still left alive. This is good. All right, let's see how this circle moves in. Let's have a look at the next circle.
Is the IP still alive? That's what interests me.
No.
I don't think so. I don't see them.
They went in from the east side, but I don't see them at all.
Havu, good positioning. 54th and Maxis are inside of the bunker, I
Oh.
think. Inside the shelter.
Enzo got a bit sneaky there. He got a bit cheeky to try and get a frag on top of that shelter, but he got knocked out. Now he can get res though. But G-Core, if they would only peek towards those shelters, they would be able to wipe out Halvo Gaming. Just, as a bit of a revenge, I suppose. FlyQuest somewhere else on the map. They still have the circle, the next whites to themselves.
At this mayhem here.
What
Ghost
happened?
Gaming.
This is
with
where Austin
two-
died.
With yeah. but
3 cars exploded close to Austin.
exactly.
The guy is cursed. The guy is freaking cursed. I don't know how to say it else.
And Ghost Gaming is left with 2 members alive, but they might be in a bad positioning with this next circle.
Yep. And here comes
Ooh, look at this! Look at this nice building with the cars by FlyQuest. That's a really good team play.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing that for a reason, and they're doing that to use it as cover. They're going to be exploding those vehicles anyway because it's late game, so they don't care about that anymore. Wow, Hypoc, nice one out, but he's going to get knocked out himself. Oof. Good frags coming back and forth.
They have 2 HP, collectively speaking.
And it's a good time to heal. Let's just say that right now. They're inside the safety of the next one, but 17 coming close to them. This might get a bit too dicey for him. 17 peeking on the outside there. Nicola's heard him. Freshy's heard him as well. 17 is taking shots from a different perspective. Players moving into them as well right now. Freshy's teammate also behind them.
With that Uzi, he might actually have an impact on this game right now because close quarters, he can just wreck everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if Freshy can pull
Hit
this
and
one
run
off.
can actually pull it off, but they need to be aggressive.
Kala got knocked out in the meantime, so it's just going to be up to Freshy and Nicola to fight this one off. And Wolf already moving into them with a different kind of enemy there. Freshy has to reload his micro Uzi. His enemies are coming in close, but they're low HP themselves. So rerun thrones and goes for the heal. Somewhere else there, Ashik still knocked out. He's going to get rezzed right now. And UAZ exploding close to Freshy. It is absolute mayhem for him and for Nicola. Can they make their way out of this?
We have 3 teams next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Gale Force
Hit and
have
run.
that south wall, which is pretty safe, I have to say, because the circle is getting close from their positioning.
Another knockout against Ashik. And this time it's going to be a kill as well. This made it easier for Hit and Run to make it out of this one alive. They still have players left and right, so they need to be very, very careful. But at least they're in the safety of the next circle, and they're taking shots at 17 with low HP. And his teammates actually aren't able to help him out. White Tempt Fate are in the big blue. Or not the big blue, but the big compound. They don't have an angle on Nicola.
Yeah, this is the problem with this compound. Even if you're in the building, your opponent can just hang out behind those walls and be safe. But Freshy did take a really weird position and got killed by Bahawaka, right?
Bahawaka, he did get killed by that indeed. And the closer comes in as well. Wolf and Riem still sticking close. This is just going to be Nicola now against 2 different squads. Not an easy task at all. Profi running in the far ground there as team White Tempt Fate have a very, very good angle on him. But now Profi has to make his way in. And look at the circle. Halvo Gaming are coming in from a sneaky angle. This is going to be a breach.
G-Core still with 4 members alive, but they are in the open, completely in the open. So they will have to make a gamble when someone else will be shooting just to move in within the confusion of, multiple battles going on. Profi with Mikoi have really bad position as well, but Mikoi seems to have a vehicle and he can just breach the compound. Both of them have vehicles actually.
Are they going to be using them? Yes, they will be indeed. The UAZs come in handy, but now they're taking fire on themselves, so they get out. They rather go by foot somewhere else on the map.
I think they're just getting some cover from the vehicles and just hiding behind them on the edge of the circle. Good decision by them.
That is the good decision indeed. Halvo in the meantime doing the breach that we were talking about earlier on. They're losing HP though, so Insolenzo is now just about 10 HP left alive. Bikini model in there. First aid used by Insolenzo, so they're back into it. But 2 members left in this fight. And G-Core actually having a good angle at this one. G-Core coming in with almost a full squad. I do believe the last player will be rezzed as well. 4 members will be pushing into Halvo pretty soon, and they will have a bit of a surprise. Meteor might just get the frag here.
Meantime, Mikoi is getting rest by Profi. He got knocked out by a Kar-98 shot from the blue building by Bahawaka, I think, if I remember correctly. But it's not a good position. They are in the circle, almost. But the same you can say about G-Core, and they have the numbers. They full team of G-Core still alive. That's a really impactful situation for them, and you can see all those teams still in that compound. They will need to duel really fast if they want to make into that circle. 45 seconds still left on the clock.
Yeah, and G-Core have that very good positional advantage. 1 member knocked out, and that's actually Profi. Knocked out by a Hypok. That's not going to make things that much easier right now for Ghost Gaming. Still Havo coming in from the backside there. Angle there. Still have one enemy to watch out for. Slight Mirrors is pretty close. But Encelenso is going to be busy with someone else in the meantime there. Taking some good shots, but not connecting enough to kill him. So he's going to have to move into it. Circle. 15 seconds left, so they have to make that move now, Havo, or they're dead. But if they make their move, they're still going to be dead because G-Core is just around the corner.
Now Ghost Gaming needs some really good shots, headshots, instant knockouts on G-Core if they want to win this fight.
Oh, look at the kitty.
Hypo getting knocked out because he had to move, and now the entire team is dead. Hafu still safe, but Nicola is taking... What happened here? The circle killed everyone,
Nicola
I think.
brought Room down to 1 HP, and then Room killed Nicola, but then Room down inside the play zone. So now Havo have a chance, but not for long.
Ghost Gaming
Nightmares
lost
died.
the duel against G-Core. No wonder.
Oh,
four
look at the
members
way.
of
Look at this. Look at the way they're coming in. They're like, we don't even care about strategies. We're just going
four against one.
eagle our way inside of this one. We're going to force our way inside this compound and have it. But Big Kitty Model gets a frag, but that's going to be all she wrote. Gorilla Core, the legends that we know from before, rise again to take match number 4 out of 5. We still got 1 more to go. But have a look at the placements here. Some teams have really